In this video, we are going to understand the different ways to add CSS in our HTML document. So if we look close, there are three ways of inserting a style sheet in our HTML document. The first one is external CSS. The second one is internal CSS. And the third one is inline CSS. Let us take a look at the first one, which is external CSS. So the external CSS states that with an external style sheet, you can change the look of an entire website by changing just one file. That means whatever formatting is to be applied to our HTML document, all those formatting options are available in one file, and we are not supposed to add it into multiple files. Next, it is saying each HTML page must include a reference to the external style sheet file inside the link element inside the head section. So what they are saying is, in our HTML code, there will be a head section. Inside that, there will be one more tag, which is called the link tag. And there we have to give the reference of the external style sheet that we have created for that particular document to format all the HTML elements. Further, it is giving an example that external styles are defined within the link element inside the head tag of the HTML. Now, in order to understand the concept better, we are going to see the working of this web page. So in order to see the code of this web page, let's first right click anywhere on the document and click on the option view page source. Once we do that, the entire code will be visible to us like this. And now inside the head tag, if we look, there is one more tag which is called the link, and it has two attributes. This is the first attribute and this is the second attribute. So the first attribute says that this entire document is related to the style sheet. And second attribute says that the second attribute here, which is the href, gives the location where this particular file will be found. So this entire document is having these two tags inside the body tag. One is the heading tag and the second is the paragraph tag. Now, if you look at the output here, we have not given any formatting options in the HTML code, but on the output, the formatting is already applied. So how that is done is with the use of this link tag. So we have mentioned the file mystyle.css. If we take a look at this particular file, inside the folder where all the documents are there, you can find this mystyle.css document. We can view the code by opening it on any text editor, for example, this notepad. Inside this, what you can find is we have said that wherever there would be the body tag, the background color should be the light blue, and wherever the first heading H1 would be there, so the color should be navy and the margin should be 20 pixels. Coming back to the document on which we were working upon, so this formatting options are being taken from the mystyle CSS file, and using this link tag under the external CSS, the external style sheet that we have just seen, that can be written in any text editor. You can use Notepad, Notepad++, or any other software or any other text editor that you wish for. And it must be saved with the extension .css. So .css extension is compulsory. The external .css file should not contain any HTML tags. Let's check this file, how this looks like. So in our folder where we have saved our entire work, here you can find at the bottom, mystyle.css file is there. And once we open it using the notepad, this is the code that we have added to this CSS file. So here you can see that only the formatting options are there, that wherever the body tag will be there, so this formatting option should be applied. Similarly, wherever this heading tag would be there, so these formatting options should be applied. Further, there are certain key points that we need to understand while working the CSS file, which says that we are not supposed to add the space between the property value and the unit. So for example, here we have given 20 pixels for the margin from the left hand side. So the second one, which is not having the space between them, is the correct one. So if we take a look at the CSS file, you can see that 20 pixels, this is not having the space in between that. So this is the correct way of working.